Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm back again with another pick a card reading. Sorry it's been a while, it's been the school holiday, so I haven't really had much time to record any readings. And that's also why I haven't done any of the extended readings on Vimeo, but hopefully next week, next Friday, I'll be back with another pick a card reading with extended readings as well. So for this reading, I'm going to be using my deck, which is called Messages from the Divine Masculine. And these cards are now on sale on my website for pre-order, and I'm going to be delivering those on the 23rd of September 2019. So these Messages from the Divine Masculine cards, there's 100 cards in the deck. They're made from a flexible plastic, which is really endurable. So it keeps them really well. They're really flexible. And these cards help with messages from your soulmate or your twin flame, from their higher self, what they want to tell you, what they would tell you if they could, but they don't feel like they can tell you, and all things like that. And so those are available on my website, which is twinflamepsychic1111.com, and the link to that is below this video in the description box. So today's pick a card reading is going to be, what would they tell you, or what would this person tell you if they could? What does this person want you to know, but they don't feel like they can tell you, basically? So I've got 4 sets of cards. The first set of cards is the opalite stone. The second set of cards is the 2 orange stones. I can't remember what those are. The third set of cards is the green stone. And the 4th set of cards is the blue aura stone. So thank you to everyone who has liked my videos and written lovely comments, really supportive comments. I'm really glad that they're really resonating with a lot of you. Thank you for everyone who has shared my videos and subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. So I'll give you a few moments to tune into the energies of the cards to see which ones resonate. And I forgot to tell you, I'm also going to be using the Divination dice, as I'm calling them, in the reading as well. Okay, so this is set of cards number 1, which is the opalite stone. What would this person tell you if they could? What does this person want you to know? So I'm going to start off with my cards, Messages from the Divine Masculine. I've also got a Lover's Oracle card. So what would this person tell you? What do they want you to know? Let's enjoy some time together. Let me be your king. I'm so excited. I'm always thinking about you. And the final one is, it's okay, don't worry. Okay, so the Lover's Oracle card is passion. So I'll read that in a little bit. I'm also going to pull out these Divination dice as clarifiers for each card. So which one wants to clarify, let's enjoy some time together? So we have this wolf and the moon. Which one's going to clarify, let me be your king? We have this mask, this, what's it called? Helmet, like battle helmet. Armor. And which one's going to clarify, I'm so excited? We have this stool here, like a market stall. Which one's going to clarify, I'm always thinking about you? This one wants to come out for this. The cup, that reminds me of the Ace of Cups. in the tarot. And which one's going to clarify it's okay, don't worry? So we have this one here. This reminds me of the crone or the wise old lady. Okay. So what does this person want you to know? Let's enjoy some time together. This is yellow, so they feel a lot of sunshine, a lot of happiness. They may want to have holidays or trips away with you in sunny locations for some of you. But overall, this is just saying they really want to be with you. They really want good times with you. And you do bring them a lot of joy. This card here, it does remind me of the moon card in the tarot. So they may be wanting to spend some time with you, but there's a lot of shadow aspects coming up within them. In order to be able to spend time with you, they may have to face a lot of their fears. They may have to take a leap of faith and go down the path of the unknown in order to cross that bridge to be with you. Howling at the moon, to me this is really saying they're missing you. You may be communicating with them from afar. Some of you may be communicating with them telepathically. Some of them are pining after you. They're really missing you. But there's definitely some shadow aspects. Like there may be fear within this person of completely reaching out and speaking to you. Or they may just be dealing with some heavy aspects in their own personal life right now, which may be some kinds of obstacles. Some of you are spending time together and you're helping them through these dark times that they're facing. You're helping them see their shadow side more in order to bring that into the light. Because this is the moon and this is like the colour of the sun. So whatever difficulties are going on, light is being shed upon them, and whatever the light shines on becomes the light. So self-awareness. This person may want to open up to you and speak their truth. There may be something that they were afraid to tell you about, or they were just afraid to express their emotions, but it's coming into the light. And it's about them missing you and wanting to spend that quality time with you. They really want to connect with you on a deep level is what I'm feeling. So the next one is, let me be your king. And we have the helmet from the armor. So yeah, they want to fight for your connection. They want to be the best version of themselves for you. They feel really good about themselves when it comes to you and your connection and your relationship. They want to be a provider. They may want to protect you. But again, for some, it may be alongside this wolf and the moon card, they may be having these fears, or they may just have this tendency to protect themselves. They want to be the king. They want to be your king. They want to be there for you. They want to be a good provider. They want to be strong and stable and be the best person they can be for you. But some of them, yeah, they may have their guard up a little bit. They may have difficulties letting you in. And difficulties expressing themselves. Howling at the moon, they may be expressing themselves in a shadow side kind of way, in terms of maybe pushing you away, or maybe arguments or something like that for some of you. Some of them may be hiding behind a mask. Some of them, they may be communicating to you from afar, or just being a little bit guarded when it comes to expressing themselves, or kind of maybe giving you like coded messages or something like that. They may have this fear about being direct, because they may fear rejection. But they are excited, like they feel like positive change is happening within your connection. This is blue. So this is the colour of the throat chakra. They may be excited because some of them are coming out of their shell. They are walking down that path of their fear. They're facing their fear. And there's this market still here. So to me, this is talking about like an exchange. You know, someone gives the money and then they exchange it for the goods, sort of thing. So there may be like positive exchanges between you, communication, which is opening up, like abundance, like investing in your connection, investing in each other, investing in speaking their feelings, speaking their truth. Sometimes this moon energy can be about things that were hidden coming to the light, like I said. So truth being spoken, creating abundance, positive exchange between you. The next one is I'm always thinking about you. And it's clarified by the cup. Like I said, this reminds me of the Ace of Cups in the tarot, which is about love, a new beginning in love, opening of the heart, expression, wearing one's heart on their sleeve, being able to receive love and give love. And this, for some, is saying that your connection is divine. This may be a soulmate or a twin flame or someone very significant to you, some kind of soul family member where there's going to be a lot of joy. There's a lot of healing energy in your connection. It may not have always come out in a harmonious way. There may have been quite a lot of triggers going on, but nonetheless, deep down, this is a deep connection based on true unconditional love. And there's a lot of lessons. You're helping heal each other. And they're always thinking about you. They're always having these loving thoughts and feelings of you. There's this sense of, I can really feel that healing energy between you. For some of you, there really is like a strong telepathic heart connection, and you both feel it. So they're always thinking about you, and they want the new beginning in love. They want to enjoy some time together. They want to be their best version of themselves for you, and they feel really excited about it because they feel like this is accumulating. There is this sense of divine timing, and things are moving into alignment right now for you. And this is the final one, and it says, it's okay, don't worry. And here I'm calling this old lady the crone. So this is all about wisdom. Like I said, I feel this connection is about soul growth, you learning from each other, learning to open up and be vulnerable. Perhaps both of you have been hurt in previous relationships. Maybe you've even hurt each other or triggered each other's childhood wounds or just general wounding within each other. But it's created a lot of wisdom within both of you. It's okay, don't worry. You know, if there has been any upheaval or disagreements or disharmony, this is saying you've both grown a lot from it, and you don't need to worry. You know, obviously don't put up with any abuse or anything like that. But to me, this is saying everything has happened to help you both love yourselves more, heal yourselves more, and come into a deeper, more passionate, like intimate, and not just sexually, but like emotionally intimate connection. So this one is passion. They're feeling a lot of passion for you. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So yeah, I do feel this is linked to divine timing as well. And the time is coming in where you're both much more aligned. You're feeling much more harmonious and balanced and healed within yourself. So you're coming into deeper alignment. And there may be a lot of passion when you two come back together. So I really hope this has resonated. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. My deck, which I've been using in this reading, Messages from the Divine Masculine, is available on my website, twinflamepsychic1111.com. And I'll be back again really soon with more extended readings when the school holidays finish next week. So thank you so much. Take care. Okay, so this is set of cards number 2, which is these 2 orange stones. I can't remember what they are. And I'm starting off the reading with my own deck, which is Messages from the Divine Masculine. I've also got a Lover's Oracle card, and I'm going to be using the Divination dice as well. Okay, so what does this person want you to know? What would they tell you if they could, or felt like they could? So we have, my heart is opening. I'm taking a chance. You make me feel naked. Slow down. And I'm reprioritizing. So the Lover's Oracle is healing. And I'll draw clarifying dice. So what's going to clarify my heart is opening, please? We have this bowl of hot food here. What's clarifying? I'm taking a chance. There's this skull and crossbones. You make me feel naked. What's the clarifying dice for that? The Jester's hat. Slow down. What's clarifying that, please? I don't even know what that is. So I'll pull another one. There's a couple of the imagery where I don't know what it actually is. What's the slow down about? We have the shield. And what's I'm reprioritizing about, please? There's like this potion or perfume here. Okay. And healing. Okay, so what does this person want you to know? What would they tell you if they could? Their heart is opening. They're feeling a lot of love for you. This is clarified by this hot food. So to me, this is saying they really recognize that your connection or your relationship is very nourishing to them. They feel a lot of warmth. They feel a lot of satisfaction with you, a lot of fulfillment. They feel this wholeness with you, like when you eat a really good hot meal and it just makes you feel really good. It makes you feel satisfied. That's how they're feeling with you. They feel like they can open their heart with you. You're like their comfort, like comfort food. You're like their comfort in their heart. They just feel this good feeling, and that's what's really allowing them to trust and open up and really explore their feelings for you. And they're really recognizing how important you are to them. There's this reprioritizing. So maybe they didn't prioritize you or your relationship in the past or something, or that may not be the case for some of you. Some of them, they're literally just changing circumstances in their life in order to fit you into their life a lot more. They're making room for your relationship so they can spend more quality time with you and work on building your relationship and spending time with you. So the second one is I'm taking a chance. So yeah, and there's the skull and crossbones, which reminds me of the death card in the tarot, which is all about transformation, endings and new beginnings. So yeah, I'm taking a chance. I feel this person needs to release things in their life in order to create room for your connection. So it could be releasing people, it could be releasing negative thought patterns, or there is the shield here. So it could be for some of them releasing their boundaries or their guard. They may have their walls up. They may need to release that. They may need to open up more, be more vulnerable. They may have had difficulties doing that, but they're feeling like they can trust you because there's this healing within your connection. You're very healing to each other. So they're taking a chance. They're taking a leap of faith when it comes to transformation in their life, creating endings in order to have a new beginning with you. But I feel one of their biggest fears is this card here. You make me feel naked, with the jester's hat. So this to me is like the Fool card in the tarot. Again, it's about taking a leap of faith. But because they feel naked around you, like you can see into them. You may be able to see their wounding. You may be able to see their unconsciousness. And by that I mean, like our conditioning. This person's conditioning, this person's the way they may be triggered when it comes to feeling their pain. When we feel pain and we feel like someone's triggered it and we react and we become unconscious because we're reacting from the stories, like the negative stories we're telling ourselves in that moment from how we're triggered. And it's triggering something from our wounding, from our past, from our childhood, something like that. And in that moment, when we react from that place of pain, we become unconscious and we're being controlled by that pain body, if you like, rather than seeing like the deeper meaning and knowing that we are lovable and not taking it personally and realizing it's just the stories playing out that's are thoughts in our own mind that are hurting ourselves. So this person, they may realize that you see this in them and they feel a bit foolish, or they may just feel foolish in general. For some of you, there may be like an age gap and you're older than them and they feel immature in comparison to you. But what they love about you is also what scares them the most, because you can see right through them. That is opening their heart. Because they feel understood like never before by you, and that brings them deep fulfillment and warmth and happiness. But at the same time, it scares them because it makes them feel naked and foolish, and they feel like you can read them like a book, and they may have been wearing masks or having shields up, walls up throughout their life, and you can see right through them. Yeah, I'm looking at this, and as I'm showing this to the camera on the top, I'm seeing this one. There's the giant and like the little person. So yeah, this is definitely confirmation to me that for some of you, this person feels like you're above them. They may have put you on a pedestal, or they may feel like you're more wise or mature than they are, and they're feeling like really little and unworthy, some of them. So they have these shields up, but they are slowly coming down with the healing card and my heart is opening card. But yeah, they have this slow down card with the shield. So they may have this tendency to push you away or really just want to take things really slowly. This person may be overly cautious. Maybe they didn't take a chance in the past. Maybe they didn't take that leap of faith. But we have transformation and the Fool card, which is the new beginning. Taking that leap, taking that first step on this new path of reprioritizing. But they need to go at their own pace. They may be going slower than what you wish. It may be really frustrating for you. But you need to have this understanding. A lot of you will need to have patience with them, and that may be infuriating for some of you to hear that if this person is moving really slowly, but they are reprioritizing. There is a sense that they need to make some changes in their life before they're fully ready. So there's this potion bottle here with I'm reprioritizing. So yeah, potion, in mythology and in real life, it's about healing. They can be, or it can be about transformation. It can be about change. Spirit is saying some of them, they may have been wearing a mask. They may have been trying to become something that because they didn't feel worthy as they are. But yeah, to me, this is talking about the magician in the traditional tarot. The magician is the one person who's the master manifester. You know, they're in control of their life. They've mastered their manifestation skills. So this person has what it takes to make these positive changes, saying goodbye to certain things or certain people that aren't serving them. They've had this realization with the heart opening, because to me, the heart is the gateway to the soul's wisdom and to intuition and to the higher self. So with their heart awakening, with how they feel about you and all this healing that's been going on, they're realizing just how important you are. Maybe they were taking you for granted. Maybe they couldn't see how significant your relationship is in the past, but now they do. They've had this healing. They can see the light. They see the truth. They know how much you mean to them, and that's why they're reprioritizing. They may be needing to slow down right now because they're mastering themselves. They're mastering how to become ready to truly receive love and give love and be ready for your relationship. So yeah, this healing card, it says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So yeah, I definitely feel there is a lot of healing. This person is no longer taking your connection for granted, or they're really just mustering up the courage to take that leap of faith and make this commitment with you. So I really hope this reading has been helpful. My cards are available on my website, which is twinflamepsychic1111.com. And the link to that is in the description box below this video. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading and it's resonated, and if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And I will be back soon with the extended readings again on Vimeo. I'm hoping to do that next week because my son's going back to school on the Tuesday, so I should be able to create another pick a card reading with the extended readings as well. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 3, which is this beautiful lime green stone. I really wish I could remember what it was called. It's quite a rare stone. So I'm going to start off with my own cards, which are messages from the Divine Masculine, which are available on my website. I've also got a Lover's Oracle card, and I'm going to be looking at the Divination dice for clarifiers as well. So what does this person want you to know, or what do they wish they could tell you if they had the courage to tell you, or if they were able to tell you? So the first card is, I'm in a dark place. The second one is, everything's falling apart. So there's intense energies here from this person. You mean the world to me. I'm scared of losing you. And the final one is, I'm doing it for us. So the Lover's Oracle card is forgiveness. And I'm going to pull out the clarifiers with the Divination dice. So what is this I'm in a dark place about? We have the sun rising. Everything's falling apart. What's this about? We have the old lady here, which makes me think of the wise old crone. What's this you mean the world to me about, please? The mushroom. Or the toadstool. I'm scared of losing you. What's this card about, please? There's the monk here. And finally, I'm doing it for us. What's this person doing for you both, for your connection? There's a treasure map. It's really interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of intense energies. What this person wants you to know is that they're really feeling like they're in a dark place. They're definitely scared of losing you. Likely there's been some upheaval in your connection, or some kind of separation, or some kind of arguments, or disharmony, or just things seeming to fall apart, maybe breakups, all things like that. But this is positive in terms of it being clarified by the sun rising. This is like a new dawn, a new day. Everything's falling apart. That's like the death card in the tarot. It's about transformation. It's about endings of old cycles in order to make way for a new beginning. So I'm in a dark place. This is reminding me of the Nine of Swords card in the tarot. This person's having a lot of sleepless nights. They're feeling extremely stressed. I feel like they may be feeling some regrets. They're just wanting to make up with you. They're wanting to make amends. They're wanting this sunrise. They're wanting a new dawn. They're wanting a new chance, a second chance, or a third chance, or, you know, whatever. They're wanting another new beginning with you. This to me is saying that their fears are worse than the reality. Everything, you know, seems worse in the dark of night, or whatever that saying is. You know, when they say sleep on it, and with a new day you have new clarity and new optimism. So this person's feeling very pessimistic, very depressed. Their judgment is very clouded by fear right now. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but there is light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to your connection. Everything's falling apart. To me, with this crone, the wise old lady, there's, you know, divine wisdom. There's a divine wisdom about this. You know, everything's falling apart. It could be like the tower moment in the tarot as well. Things crumbling. But it's everything that isn't serving you. Everything that isn't serving your connection is falling away. Everything that was blocking you from self-love, from loving each other, from seeing the truth. Everything that may have been some kind of conditioning from before you even met each other. Everything that was standing in the way. This could be wounding, having walls and barriers up. They're all falling down. It may feel as though your connection is falling apart. Your relationship's falling apart. Maybe there's been arguments and there's a separation or something like that. And it feels like everything's crumbled. But in truth, arguments can be really healthy within a connection, within a relationship, as long as, you know, you're handling the argument well. It can lead to deeper discussions about your true needs and how you feel like they're not being met potentially. And, you know, we can react in an argument, for example, from our pain body or our childhood wounding. Something the other person does can really trigger us, and it's because we've attached stories. Like, we could say, oh, this person's done that because of this. When this person does that, it means this or it means that. And to that person, they may not be doing that for those reasons at all. It may not have that meaning, but to you, you've attached that meaning to their actions. So there may have been this breakdown of communication between you, but wisdom can arise from this. If you look at the deeper meaning, like, why has this disharmony happened? Why am I being triggered? Why is this other person being triggered? Looking deeper into it, look into the childhood wounds, look into the stories we've attached to people's behaviors or their actions or lack of actions. What How are we hurting ourselves by attaching some kind of story which is very self-defeating or self-blaming or making us feel like we're unworthy? I feel that's that's where this wisdom is coming from. There's ancient wisdom like in each of your souls. That's your true selves, your souls. There may have been this more surface level, like the earthly conditioning and the wounded inner child reactions to each other, like the inner child lashing out at each other, perhaps, the inner children lashing out. And it's created a lot of disharmony, but look deeper. Yeah, forgiveness. I feel like one or both of you is taking something extremely personally, but it's to do with the story you've attached to that person's behavior based on your own childhood wounding. But this person is likely not doing those things for that meaning. Wounded people wound others, it's like a lack of consciousness because of the childhood wounding that can blind us. So it's about looking beyond that, seeing a deeper meaning and trying to work through it. You mean the world to me. So yeah, I feel like there may be regrets within your connection. This person may have regrets. You may have regrets if things have fallen apart seemingly, or if this shadow aspect's been wreaking havoc within your connection, that wounding, like playing out, like the inner child lashing out sort of thing. The toadstool. This is a difficult one for me. I'm really gonna look up like symbolism and for like toadstools, because this came out the other week and I found it quite difficult to interpret. You mean the world to me. What I think about is like, in like children's fairy tales or cartoons where there's like the fairies and the gnomes and they all live in these toadstools and there's like a community and they're, all jolly and happy, but then there's always like a troll or some baddie that's out to get them. It's reminding me of that. Again, it's like you're to me it's saying like your soul family. You have this community of like spirits, soul family, like angels around you, like trying to help you both with this connection, trying to help you both break down the things that aren't serving you. Not break down the connection, but break down the dark shadow aspect, the wounding within you. It could be stormy, because when I look at this at the top, I'm seeing the clouds with all the rain. This person's feeling a lot of sorrow, but there's these clouds. Again, it's about not seeing clearly. I'm in a dark place. It's about not being able to see clearly, and that's why there's been these clashes, is what I'm feeling. But this is saying there is community, there is joy. You need to work together in order to face and fight that troll or whatever in the fairy tales that is coming to attack your harmony, attack your community, attack your connection. So again, that's like representing the inner demons or the inner wounds of the inner child within both of you. I'm scared of losing you. And there's this monk here. So the monk is very spiritual. There is a lot of spiritual awakening, especially with the crone as well. A lot of wisdom coming up. And it may be because this fear of losing each other is really inspiring you both to do the inner work. Because you don't want to lose each other. This person doesn't want to lose you. So they're going inwards. They're meditating upon your connection and meditating upon a solution. They're trying to figure out, or they are realizing the deeper meaning to your connection. They may realize that you're soul family, or they feel like you're their soulmate or their twin flame. They feel this deep spiritual meaning in their life through your connection. Like This connection is the avenue in which they can really express and live out their spiritual selves, and that's why your connection is so important. I'm doing it for us, and it's clarified by the treasure map. So searching for the gold, searching for the abundance within, that treasure chest, wanting to find that, wanting to open that up, wanting to have, reap the rewards. But they're trying to find the way. They're trying to discover themselves in order to come out of the dark place and have the light, see the path, see the way forward. They're seeing you as the treasure. The X marks the spot, They're seeing you as the ultimate treasure in their life, and they're trying to find you. And they realize they need to find themselves in order to find you. And I'm doing it for us. They're doing this for you, to be with you. They're facing their shadow side, facing their fears, facing their wounding, so they don't become so unconscious, so they can interact with you from this place of wisdom, of the soul truth. And this card here, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So there does need to be this forgiveness in the connection. If there has been this arguing or misunderstandings or miscommunication and lots of triggering, healing yourselves, forgiving yourselves, and forgiving each other. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you. The cards I've been using are my own, the messages from the Divine Masculine cards, and those are available on my website, which is twinflamepsychic1111.com. The link to that is below this video in the description box. I really hope this reading has been helpful and you've enjoyed it. And if you have, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And I'm hoping to be back next week with another pick a card reading where I do the extended readings on Vimeo as well, because my son will be back at school next week, so I'll have time to be able to create those. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 4, which is the blue aura stone. And I'm starting off with my own deck, which is messages from the Divine Masculine, which are available on my website, which is twinflamepsychic1111.com. And the link to those is below this video in the description. And I've also got a Lover's Oracle card, and I'm going to be using the Divination dice for clarifiers as well. So, what does this person want you to know? What would they tell you if they felt like they could? So the first one is, I'm not sure. The second one is, I find it hard to trust. The third one is, this karmic situation is busting my ass. The fourth one is, I need to protect myself. And the final one is, believe me, I'm trying my best. And the Lover's Oracle is this one here, which is about the past is now behind you. I'll read that more when we come to it. So I'm going to clarify each of these cards with a divination dice. So I'm not sure, what are they not sure about? Or what is their confusion about? Please. We have this face here. It's like they're either feeling hypnotized or they're feeling like totally, like really confused. Like their eyes are like spirals, like they're feeling dizzy perhaps. That maybe they don't know where they stand. I find it hard to trust. What's this about exactly? The octopus. It's quite a hard one. This karmic situation is busting my ass. What's the karmic situation exactly, please? Karmic situation. Take these up a little bit. The monkey. I need to protect myself. Can we have a clarifier for this one, please? This one wants to come out. Oh, there's this other face here. They don't look very happy. They're looking a bit shocked, or they don't know what to think, or feeling all over the place. And the final one, believe me, I'm trying my best. What's the clarifier for this one, please? I'm going to this one, and I think that's a cave. It might not be, but I'm taking that as a cave. Some of these are hard to distinguish what the image is. Most of them are pretty straightforward, but some of them are difficult. Okay, but I'm taking that as a cave. Okay, so I'm not sure is what they're feeling, and I find it hard to trust. I'm not sure is clarified by this face where the eyes are like spirals, but they're kind of looking a little bit dazed. I feel like they do feel like hypnotized by you and your connection. Like there's this strong connection. They feel very drawn to you. They may be very sexually attracted to you, but not just sexually. They're seeing a lot of beauty in you in all aspects, and they're feeling very drawn. But I do feel like there's some karmic issues going on between you. Could be like arguments, not seeing eye to eye, misunderstandings. I feel like there's a lot of emotional wounds from your inner children, like past conditioned wounds, the stories we attach to certain people's behavior. They did this, so it must mean that. They did this to me, so it means they don't love me, or something like that. Or they did that, it means they don't respect me because they don't love me, or whatever it is. You know, I'm not saying put up with abuse or anything like that, but there may have been this triggering going on within your connection. Like you're totally drawn to each other, because as I look at this, I'm seeing the one above, which is you two are like best friends, walking arm in arm or hand in hand, got your arms around each other, smiling, happy. But then other times it may be things happen and it's like, oh, I'm not so sure now. There's uncertainty. For some of you, this may be a fairly new connection. And it's fine to have uncertainty, because uncertainty is a natural part of relationships, where you're trying to figure out, is this person right for me? Am I right for them? Is this for my highest good or not? So both of you may be feeling a bit dazed, or this person's feeling a bit like, I'm not sure how to proceed with this connection. I'm not sure if this is the right thing for me or not. But they are still drawn to you, and that's saying a lot to me. Like, that's very important. The octopus, that is a difficult one. Well, I find it hard to trust, if I can pick it up, is the next one. And there's the octopus. Interestingly, there's the shield that I'm seeing as I'm showing you that. So this person, and both of you, because I do feel relationships are mirrors of each other, both of you have your walls up, is what I'm feeling. You're trying to guard yourselves. That's why you're not sure. Perhaps neither of you are fully like opening your heart and trusting. Maybe you both have trust issues because you're both hurt in the past, or relationships that didn't work out. Maybe you trusted someone in the past, or you really wore your heart on your sleeve, or in a past relationship you really believed in it and then it just crumbled, or it wasn't healthy and you realized with hindsight later. So both of you may have these trust issues and you may be trying to second guess everything or think, is this genuine? Is this good for me? Is this real, or is it bad, or is it unhealthy? Is it not right? I've got to look up like the symbolism for an octopus. Thinking about like those sucker pads that they have. I do feel like you're kind of stuck on each other. And that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. For some of you, it may purely be a karmic connection, but for the most part, I feel this is a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, but there's just karma between you. There's things that you need to heal, and this is the perfect reflection for you in order to see yourself more clearly, see your wounding more clearly, and how those wounds are affecting you by creating walls and barriers. Every time I look at this octopus, it reminds me of that quote or that little meme where it's like, I wish I was an octopus because then I could hug you 8 times more, or I can hug you 8 times rather than once, or something like that. But I find it hard to trust. But I do feel the octopus is the number 8 may be significant in your connection as well. The 8 is like the infinity symbol. Some of you are twin flames. And you've come together to mirror each other's trust issues. And you, in a way, you're very drawn to each other magnetically. You're very focused on each other. You see a lot of beauty and you really enjoy your connection with each other. But then, yeah, there's this karmic, the wounds that need to come up. This is clarified by the monkey. Again, monkeys, they preen each other. I'm seeing sometimes you're like really caring for each other, and that I feel like that's when you're being your true selves. But when this karma comes up, it's like the wounded inner children, like you may both be having a tantrum or something like that, and it's because of that childhood wounding that the other person is unconsciously triggering within the other. And this monkey, you may feel like you're jumping all over the place, like your connection, it may feel like there's a lack of stability sometimes because you're here, there and everywhere. Sometimes you're preening each other, sometimes there's these arguments. So 1 minute you're there, 1 minute you're in a dark place, and it's tiring you out. But I feel this person or both of you are looking for solutions in order to heal these childhood wounds that are causing friction within your connection. Because yeah, again, look, when I'm showing you this to the camera, there's the cactus is what I'm seeing from my viewpoint. Cactus is about your connection is strong. You know, the cactus survives in really difficult conditions, very harsh environments. The spines on the cactus are designed to protect it. So when this karma is coming up, there may be like harsh words spoken. The spines are reminding me of the swords suit in the tarot, which is speaking your truth. It could be harsh words. It could be truth is coming out of communication. Wisdom can potentially come from those difficult interactions or difficult conversations, if you choose to look more deeply at what's the deeper meaning of this, why am I being triggered by this? What story am I attaching to what this person said or how this person behaved towards me? What stories do I have based on my own wounding from my childhood that I'm believing this person is doing to me? That's how you can find wisdom. So you can heal that karma. I need to protect myself. So yeah, that goes perfectly with that cactus card as well. But to me, it's saying your connection is protected as well. During difficult interactions or arguments or something like that, one of you may be feeling like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I need to protect myself. This may be someone wanting to withdraw or wanting to just run away or something like that. This may be pushing each other away through those fears, creating arguments to push the other person away. It's like subconsciously trying to protect yourselves. You may both have this kind of energy. It may be playing out slightly differently, or it seems to play out differently, but it's the same core wound within both of you. But this need to protect each other is sometimes creating those boundaries, those walls, that segregation, and it's not making either of you happy. Believe me, I'm trying my best. And here's the cave. So this person may spend quite a long time in the darkness, in the shadow, in like hiding away. They may be someone who withdraws emotionally, doesn't come out to communicate to you. They're in their man cave or in their woman's cave. But they're saying to you, believe me, I'm trying my best. They're trying to problem solve. There's something they're trying to heal so they can come out of a karmic situation. Like this person or you may be going through something stressful in your individual life. Some kind of karma, some kind of lesson, something that seems like it's really bad, but it's a blessing in disguise to create really positive change. And they're trying their best to come out of that. But they may still be like, almost like the hermit, going inwards, or that shadow aspect may be being projected unconsciously into the connection sometimes, and they're trying their best to become more conscious in those moments, speak to you from the place of their soul rather from their wounding, because that wounding, when it's so painful, it can really like take over us without us realizing, and it can make us, it's like the two inner children, the wounded inner children like battling. We have this card here. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So yeah, to me this is saying about needing to let go of the past, not bringing up this past difficult situation and keep throwing that back in each other's faces or anything like that. Release it and embrace new possibilities. There's a new beginning here. There's a shift in this difficult karma between you is what I'm feeling. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So again, it's about faith, opening your heart, being vulnerable, and really trying to understand that this person isn't purposely, in most cases, trying to hurt you. It's just their own wounding that they're projecting, and you may be subconsciously projecting back to them. And it's like this dance of like the wounds. Trying to find resolution, but I feel like resolution will happen through communication, and try not to react in a negative way to each other. So I really hope this reading has been helpful The cards I used, like I said at the start, are my Messages from the Divine Masculine deck. This is a set of 100 cards. They're flexible plastic, which means they're really durable. And these are available on my website. I'm not sure if I just said that. The link to that is below this video in the description box. And I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, then please like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you do subscribe, then tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And I'll be back again, hopefully next week, with another pick a card reading with the extended readings as well on Vimeo. So thank you so much.